Parliament this afternoon, in fact today, it's Wednesday is a full day for Parliament. We will have two sessions, the morning session and the afternoon session. But today, as per the program today, the afternoon session provides most areas where at least the key agenda of the House will hinges. And this particular issue, I'm looking at the two-third gender bill, which is expected to continue its second reading by the leader of majority, where now members will have an opportunity to debate this two-third gender rule, because it's something that has to be in place, that they expect probably to have it in place before the House adjourns indefinitely on June 15th, which is just about 3 weeks away, to allow for the campaigns and at least an election of the new House, the 12th Parliament or the 12th National Assembly. Also, we see that this particular gender bill must garner two-thirds support from members of Parliament. So, because it's a constitutional bill, it means that 234 MPs must be in the House to pass it at the second reading for it to be able to proceed at the third reading and facilitate it to go to the Senate to seek concurrence. Apart from that gender bill, because it's slated for at least debate this afternoon, there is another critical bill that is also set for debate, for introduction this afternoon. Is to do with the revenue allocation, division of revenue bill. This is a bill that sets the formula on how money or revenue collected should be shared between the national government and the county government. This particular bill was discussed in April, but then members could not agree. Those in the National Assembly and the Senate could not agree on how much could go to the county government, because the Senate, as an oversight institution for county assemblies, did decide that it wanted at least the revenue to be increased to 353 billion shillings, but the National Assembly insists that it should remain at 323 billion shillings. So there's been a push, a pull and push over the sharing of revenue at the division of revenue. That's why there was a mediation committee that was formed to end the stalemate, but apparently after the 30 days period, this particular committee did not reach consensus. That's why this afternoon we expect the chairperson of the Budget and Appropriations Committee, Mombasa Road, to move, at least to move a procedural motion seeking this particular bill to be exempted from that provision of being republished, so that it allows the House to continue with it as if there was no lapse of this particular bill, because after the 30 days, what the law states is that the bill must wait for another 6 months for it to be introduced on the floor of the House. But it's now moving to at least a procedural motion to exempt this particular bill from this particular provision of the Standing Order 114 of the House. And also, apart from that, Mutava Musimi will also be seeking the reduction of the publication period of this particular bill, so that it is fast-tracked. Remember, at this particular time, the Senate is on recess. The county governments are waiting for money for both development and recurrent expenditure at the county levels, and this bill is the one that will offset that money to county governments for it to enable them to operate. So the county governments are waiting for this particular money, which must seek a nod from both the National Assembly and the Senate. So it is very, very critical that this particular division of revenue bill is passed before the House goes on recess on June 15th. And that's why it's very, very important that the chairperson of that Revenue, Budget and Appropriations Committee, Mutava Musimi, says that he will be pushing these particular amendments to ensure that this bill is discussed as a matter of priority. But again, the Senate has raised concern. They say that the 29 billion shillings that they put on top of this particular the extra money they put for county governments to benefit should not be interfered with. But the National Assembly says that money should not go to the county governments. This is not the first time we're witnessing such a pull and push between the Senate and the National Assembly. Last year, there was a similar issue with regard to the Senate wanted the county governments to be given more money for development, but the National Assembly said no, that money should remain with the national government. So it is a pull and push factor, but at the end of the day, we've often seen that it is the National Assembly that carries the day, because it's been given that mandate to give a final say on what goes when it comes to the division of revenue bill. Sophia?